The Chakras Root to Crown Oracle Deck is a tool designed to help people connect to their soul destiny. As humans, we live a birth to death cycle, yet as a soul, our existence is infinite. In each human life, our goal is to learn and connect to our authentic self. We seek guidance when we are repeating patterns and feel blocked from our purpose. This Oracle deck breaks down a human's chakra system and uses that information as a roadmap. Each chakra contains physical, emotional, and spiritual information to navigate a clear path towards authenticity and awakening. By gathering perspective with a reading, you will gain soul-level wisdom. These insights bring depth to your spiritual journey and dissolve the blocks, unveiling your highest potential. Take the next step by selecting your layout and explore a reading today.
Hello, happy 4th of July. So I had a moment to myself at home alone before I head out to my 4th of July festivities, even though here in Ohio we just got a severe thunderstorm warning and it said severe flooding possible by 7 p.m. tonight. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I get stranded here, but I had this quick moment to myself and thought I never do a reading just because I want to. I always do it for somebody else, for a collective, which of course this is still a collective. We are all here together, aware, and if you've clicked on this even after the 4th of July in 2018, you know, if you've clicked on this for whatever reason brought you to this video, there's a message here for you. So I'm just gonna take everybody internally and take a nice deep breath, close your eyes, connect into the beating heart. Inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling out through an opened mouth. Come into that nice, grounded, present moment awareness. Don't move forward. Don't think a thought until you can feel that beating heart inside of your chest, connecting you to this instant, this present moment awareness. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling out. And now allowing anything in your mental field that you've either been consciously thinking or that's been subconsciously kind of percolating around your mental field or in this energy zone, right? Just right outside your body that you've been maybe feeling into, or energy that's going to be coming through. So just allow whatever is surrounding you in your field at this moment in time, and I'm going to do the same, to come up, to get read, to get reviewed today. That feels good. So I'm so interested because, like I said, I don't do this for myself. So just a bit of housekeeping. So if you're interested in this, I have an app. It's called the Chakra Deck app. It's completely free to download. And it just asks for your email, and I'm the only owner of that, so it goes right to me, and I haven't emailed anybody once. If there's ever anything grand going on, I have some retreats coming up in 2019, but besides that, I hardly ever touch base with people. So, you know, it asks for an email, but that's about it. Go ahead and go in, and you can do these card readings for yourself constantly. There's a phenomenal part of that app. It's called the Chakra Guidance. Ooh, my camera to record the cards is slowly deciding to take a fall. Let me just fix this as we go. So that's called the Chakra Deck. It's for Apple and Android, and you can download that and then play around with card readings for yourself. Just become present, feel your beating heart, ask a question, get in that good space, let your field kind of permeate through you, so that when the card gets pulled and you read the description of the card, it resonates for whatever you're moving through in your energetic process. And so Chakra Deck app, go ahead and download that, or you can go to chakrasroottocrown.com and play with any of the workshops, meditations, explore everything that's there. So let's get started. This is just going to be a 7-card reading. Oh, goodness gracious. So the first card, which is the foundation, is a pulling back from the third eye chakra. So the foundation is basically our starting point. It's kind of telling us what's going on in our field right now and what's coming up for review. And so right now it's saying that we've dimmed our light in this perspective. And so where we have had, probably leading up to this point in time, we've had these grandiose kind of ideas, schematics, concepts, things come through that have triggered us to make some really great movements in our life. We just got triggered by a retrograde, and so everything's kind of slowed down, and now we're going into this internalized process to really figure out what's going on inside of us to do that emotional kind of healing work before we can basically take our light back out to the world again. And so what this is saying is that we've had almost a slowdown, a pullback, a less than effect to our perspective center. So where we were really feeling in the flow, connected, intuitive, we've almost allowed ourselves to dim our light. And so there's this denial energy, or this pulling back of, there's basically, I'm going to say, whatever big kind of came in, triggered you, transitioned you into whatever this growth cycle is. Right now it's saying that in your foundation there's a bit of denial, and so this would be some of the subconscious work that we're being asked to do before we can move forward. And so just kind of a warning there about what's happening. So the next one that we get is the relationship card. And so this is devotion. So the sacral chakra is all about your one-on-one relationships. This is also about, so think about sacral chakra energy. This is where the organs, the reproductive organs are. So this is all about how we birth and create into this reality what we need. And this is how we start to really make things tangible and bring things into this physical reality, is through the sacral chakra energy and having enough passion aligned to this creative energy that we can actually then allow the intangible energy to manifest into 3D physicality. And so along with our one-on-one relationships, this is what we're bringing through, or birthing into this time space. And so this energy is all about devotion, and so this is like the heart guiding us, basically. And so this is also about the collective of people that are surrounding you, and it's not just talking about the family. We're going bigger, and it's not just about the friends. We're going bigger. It's not just about those circles of like people at work that kind of are like the second family. We're going bigger. This is about the collective of people that are willing to support you here in alignment to your purpose. And so this is really about trusting the heart, allowing the heart to be the guide. The camera keeps falling. I wish you could all see. I'm trying, and I don't have my amazing camera with me, so I've duct taped my cell phone and I'm FaceTiming to get this image. Oh, the things we do. So this energy here is all about basically allowing our heart to be our guide, and this is about surrendering to the heart. And knowing that those people that are going to support us are outside of us, waiting for us to basically make this complete alignment to our purpose, and they're going to be right there ready to support us. And so I'd say really, and I was just told this, and that's why it's coming through, but because this is all about sacral chakra, and sacral chakra is more about the one-on-one relationships, how we're going to connect to our collective is going to be initially through our one-on-one relationships. And so we're going to use, in a beautiful way, all of those people that we've really aligned to in a heart-centered way that are already in our field right now. So it's the friend that you have, we'll just call this friend John. So it's about connecting to John and exploring how John has connections that can support kind of this purpose work that you're bringing through in this moment. And so it's really about reaching out to, number one, those one-on-one connections to basically then fuel this external collective that's ready to support you and help you usher in a lot of your purpose. And so again, we're going to go back to the first card. And so what we're being warned on is to not go into denial and to trust right now that we have the greatest perspective, that everything that's aligning to us intuitively, that all of these quick kind of light bulb moments that trigger into our field are guidance, are divinely orchestrated, and to just follow them as they come in, to not question, to not let the throat, right, start to internally question what's coming through in the mental field, and so to trust everything that gets downloaded to us in our mental field, that we can start to holographically either see or understand visually. As those things come in, follow through with it, because we don't want to go into a lessing then of our third eye chakra, because then we're going to deny this foundation, this new platform of growth that we're moving into. And so that second component to help us align more fully is to trust the heart. The heart's aligning to the purpose, but we're almost going to have to be a servant to the heart chakra, which is basically allowing the feeling body to guide us right now, right? And because the throat and the mind can sometimes pull us away from what the feeling body, the heart, is what actually manifests things into this physical reality, right? This is the bridge between the higher energies and the lower energies, and the lower energies are actually what bring tangibility into this physical reality. That sentence didn't sound right, but bring actual physicality into our reality. I'm just rhyming anyways. So we're going to go into now the sacral chakra. So this is the U card. And so right now we're basically in an awakening cycle. And again, this is all about the passion, right? The passions that are lining to our high self. And high self has the wisdom of not only this lifetime and what we're bringing as our divine potential into this human space, into this lifetime, but it knows the totality of everything we've ever been in all time, all space. And so high self really, when aligned to this creative sacral chakra energy, this passionate, this creative energy, can really create an amazing awakening for us. And so this is a really huge motivational run so far. And the only thing that we're so far being triggered to watch out for is this potential of lessing then, or distrusting our intuitive senses as things come through. But right now, you as a person, it's saying that we're completely aligning this creative energy, the sacral chakra energy, to crown chakra energy, the high self, which means what you are creating is divinely aligned right now to your total soul purpose. So to trust in it and to not be I want to say not discouraged, but to not pull back from every single thought that's coming through, right? If it pops into your head, trust it as being a holographic kind of download to you. And just if it's a name, or you think of a person, a friend, whatever it is, and I think it's going to be a lot of these one-on-one relationships that are going to be kind of popping in, because that's what they were saying was really going to help us pull through a lot of this purpose. So the heart chakra energy, and the heart chakra energy is all about the bridge, right? So this can either help propel us into connecting more with those higher frequencies that are coming through, but it can also be help us understand what's trying to manifest through that we might need assistance on. And so right here, this is the narrator card, and so this is really about telling your story. And so I'm not even going to read the card, but I'm going back to the one-on-one relationships, because this seems really powerful. This seems like where all of the energy is coming from is following the heart, following, what you've been guided to do and bring through in this moment in time, and to connect to your already established relationships to help this expand exponentially out into the world, which will then connect you to your collectives that are waiting for whatever it is you're manifesting in this moment in time. And so here it's really about telling the story, and this is about so when we asks, sometimes we as humans don't ask for what we need, right? Because we don't, and it's not value, because that's a very big extreme, but sometimes we feel like it's not our place to ask our friends for help, or to ask our friends for their connections, or to ask for what we need to get us to the next plateau, right? But what this is saying is just start speaking your story, speaking your truth. The more you tell your story, the more people are going to want to help you out and align to you. So you don't even have to know what to ask for or how to ask for it. Basically, by authentically connecting to your story and being able to tell that story to these one-on-one relationships is going to help bring in more of that purpose and what you're looking for. So there goes my phone again. Let's get through the rest of these. So the next one is throat chakra. So throat chakra is, now this is manifesting to us. So this is actually coming in as an energy that's assisting us here in this flow. And so this is all about being the observer, and it's about our intuitive senses aligning again to that high self. And so what this is saying is, again, remember we were being told earlier that basically, as long as everything that's coming in through, and this was our foundation, as long as we trust all of these things that are coming through our holographic mental fields, right? All these downloads, kind of inspirational thought bubbles, right, that come into us, as long as we trust that we're going to be able to build this from a solid foundation. And so here, again, through the heart chakra, which we've been told that the heart chakra is going to be this energy that really helps to usher us into connection to the collectives that are going to be supporting whatever this is that we're creating. So now it's saying that basically in the throat, how we align to the heart chakra is basically by speaking, by telling our story. And now here in the throat chakra, it's saying, again, your story is, when you're speaking your story, this is going to be what then triggers you intuitively more so to your purpose. So everything here is just coming and supporting the next thing. It's almost like it's this OODA loop, right? It's this repetitive. So our heart is supporting our creative energy and bringing in our purpose, and then what supports the heart is the voice. By telling our story, we support our heart chakra, and that then connects more fully to our relationships, who then connect to helping us find our purpose and what we need, and they'll help us bring in more of this purpose work. And now it's saying, by even just speaking, we're aligning our mental field in this intuitive center. When we can speak our story, we're going to align even more fully to our mental center and the clarity there. So it's almost like every piece of the puzzle is coming in to validate and back up and support a piece that's already come in. So it's almost like, to the, the first card was a power 10, and now the second card is like powering that first card by 20, and the third card is powering that second card by 30. So everything's just giving power and influence to the next card. So third eye chakra. So again, something else we're manifesting. So for those of you maybe who say, I don't meditate, I don't know how to get the signs, synchronicities, I don't know what you mean when you say, intuition coming in, popping in, downloading into my mind. I don't know what that feels like. I don't have that clarity. So what we're being gifted now in the third eye center is, you will be given sign after sign after sign, and this is again manifesting for us. So trust that these signs are going to come in and trigger you, and these signs are going to come in validating you. So when you're thinking about Julie's going to call you, and then you're going to drive down the street and see, Julie's resort treehouse or something, you'll see a sign. It's gonna be validating. You're gonna get validation. So trust in the signs and follow the signs, and know that when you're thinking it, speak it, just try and get this vibration out, because then the vibration is going to be reinforced to you by signs and synchronicities that show up in your life. So you'll know kind of these pieces of the puzzle that are connecting for you to get to the next space. So the last card is stability. Wonderful. I love this. Okay, so this is the ultimate perspective over this reading here. And so what it says is, don't worry, we're going to manifest stability, and our relationships are going to be what help us to really usher in this feeling of stability and support. And that's what's going to help ground in a lot of this stable energy for us, because it feels like a lot of this channel was really ushering in new energy, big project, right? But because of this retrograde, we've really slowed down, and it's like this time to do a lot of this introspective work. And so the really only card that came up as a sign to really focus on, to make sure you're not repeating subconscious beliefs and patterns, is this hypo third eye chakra, which is a distrust in the intuitive senses. So as long as you are trusting and following everything that's being downloaded to you, or all of these thought forms that you're having, all of these signs and synchronicities that are popping up, as long as you're trusting all of those things that are kind of triggering you, and then making sure that you're reaching out anytime you think of a person that's a friend, a connection. Doesn't matter if you talked to them 10 years ago, it doesn't matter if you talked to them yesterday, if you think about them today, text them. I don't know I'm texting you, but I just wanted to say hi. You know, just reach out, because there's connections here that are waiting to help you. There goes my phone again. Let's see if it goes all the way down. There's connections here that are just standing by, and these connections are going to be, again, what helps you usher in a lot of this stability that you're looking for in this new flow of energy, this new project, this new cycle that you're starting. But again, like feeling into this, to know heart chakra, it's going to be following the heart chakra and kind of surrendering, having devotion towards how we're feeling within these relationships, these friendships. Reach out, and maybe you were thinking about that person and doing something with them, and then as you sit next to them and you're narrating and telling your story, maybe your heart chakra doesn't feel so aligned to them anymore. Maybe that moment is already passed, but maybe that person is going to introduce you to the next person you need to know, to help expand this collective more and more. So I loved it. This was definitely aligned to me, and so hopefully it was as inspirational and meaningful for you. Happy 4th of July to any of those who are watching today. And if you want to do this card reading for yourself, download the app Chakra Deck. It's free. And then you can also go to chakrasroottocrown.com and run the process on the website as well. And then there's lots of meditations, workshops. A lot of it's free to enjoy as well. So thank you so much. With light and love always.